morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video I will be sharing with you my completed pages for the month of September 2025. But before we get into that, I am just going to sort of quickly go through some stats with you, if that is all right. So I completed 13 pages in total, which is actually the least amount of pages I've completed in a month so far this year, but it's absolutely fine. So yeah, there was 13 pages from 12 different books, and 3 of those books were previously untouched. I participated in 4 different prompts and I also did 4 buddy colours. And then over on Instagram, I gained 19 new followers. So if you are one of the new friends over there, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And then here on the channel, we have gained 55 new friends for our community. So again, I really do appreciate you all joining, and I hope you have a wonderful time here on the channel with us. So what I'll do is start off by showing you a couple of pages that I didn't quite get finished. So I'm going to carry them into October. And then there are a few pages that I started as well. And again, I didn't quite get those finished. So the first one is this one. This is Keepers of the Enchanted Forest, illustrated by Forest Diver. And this has been a whip for a really long time, and so I pulled this book out for September to try and get the whip finished. I haven't managed to do that, but I have made really good progress on it. So as of sort of when I picked this book up off the shelf in September, her like the sort of the green trouser bits here, her hair, the green of her sleeves, and the bit of shading on her hair and face, that was done. Everything else wasn't. So as you can see, I've gone in with alcohol markers, based pretty much everything else, and I have started shading as well down here, sort of like up around here, and I've completed her outfit. So yeah, this just needs sort of like shading and like some gel pen work, and then this one will be done. So I'm really excited to get this page finished. I love the artwork in this one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this one finished. It would be nice to have the first page in that one done. So this one is coming over into October with me. A page that I started was in A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo. I started 2 pages in here, so I just started doing this on the sort of like the title page here, and as you can see, I don't have too much left to do now. It's just a few more little bits here to base with markers, a little bit of pencil shading and gel pen, and then we're good. And then I did also start this one that I was hoping to get finished for Spacetember. But as you can see, it didn't quite happen, and again, that's absolutely fine. So I will be carrying these over into October with me as well, and I do also have a buddy colour in here for October, and it is this gorgeous page here, and I will be doing that with my beautiful friend Kay over at Colouring with Kay. So I'm really looking forward to working on this one. Super cute. So yeah, you'll see a few completed pages in here for the end of October, which I'm really excited about. I then pulled out this one, Disney Coloriage de l'Avent by Hachette Heroes, and I've made a start on the Alice in Wonderland pull out. So so far this is based with water-based marker. There's a little bit of Derwent Inktense just for the pathway here, but I do need to darken that up a little bit. The maze has been shaded with pencils as well, and then I have started basing the Queen of Hearts, the King of Hearts, some of the playing cards, the Cheshire Cat, and then Tweedledee and Tweedledum. So they have been based with water-based markers so far. So this is going to be a slow burner, this page, but yeah, I'm really excited to work more on here. So yeah, that'll be a really good one to sort of slowly chip away at. And then Connor and I have started a buddy colour in Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosanes. So I had started the Pinocchio double page spread, but Connor and I are working on the Mad Hatter. And so far I have based this with Staedtler dual-ended markers, and then I have gone in on just the shoulders here with some Prismacolor pencils, and we have taken the colour reference from the beautiful Karen over at My Colourful Country Life, and I did follow Karen's colour along for the sleeves here, although she didn't base hers with water-based markers like I did. So yeah, we're going to be using her video as colour reference for this one. So yeah, really excited to work more on that one. If I've got time, I might chip away a little bit at this one. We'll see. But for now, I think I want to focus on the Mad Hatter. It's one of my favourite pages in the book. And then I just have a little bit more work to do on this one. This is Mythographic Voyage by Joseph Kattenbang, and this has been a buddy colour for several months now with the beautiful Emma from Emma Colours. And I just need to finish the water, shade the lotus flowers here, finish these lily pads and do the fox. I did start shading these big darker leaves here. I've done 2 down here, but I don't know. I'm not overly pleased with them, so I don't know whether to just leave them and sort of, you know, start getting the rest of the page done. But yeah, whatever happens, I want this done by the end of October. So I'll be really glad to tick this one off the list and finally have my first page complete in this gorgeous book. So there is that one. So that is some pages that are carrying over into October with me. And then we will just get into some of the pages that I have completed. So let me zoom in a smidge. Okay, so we have Tales from the City Among the Stars by Hannah Carlson. And I completed the nameplate page and just kept it really simple with this one. And for this one, I based it with Crayola Super Tips, and then I used a black Arteza acrylic paint pen just for like the little bit of black here, some of the little black details you can see there on the page. I used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic to go around the star here and some of these bits, and then I've got the blue-green colour shift. I don't know if you can see really. It's a little bit grey and overcast outside, so the lighting isn't great. But yeah, there's that one. I used Jelly Roll Glaze. I thought I used Jelly Roll Glaze. Maybe not. No, it doesn't look like I did use that one. I used the Jelly Roll Pastel Moonlight pens on the purple here. I don't really know if you can see it. It's just sort of like a, you know, like a monochrome highlight there. It's really subtle, but it is there. It might show up better in person than it does on camera. And then I used Uniball Signo in metallic gold for the dots and things here, and then I used a uni paint pen in metallic gold to write my name. I did also start this page here, but to be honest, I kind of got disheartened when I dropped my paint pen and it sort of smudged here up across her face and up on this bit of the page. I was really disheartened, so I haven't come back to that one yet. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'll pick this one up again in the future, but I've kind of, yeah, just feeling a bit disheartened with that one at the moment, but at least that's one page done. And then the other day, Connor and I completed a buddy colour from Fairy Tale Princesses and Storybook Darlings by Hannah Lynn. It has been a hot minute since I've worked in any of her books, so this was really fun to work on, and we completed the Wizard of Oz page. So this is mine. Again, I don't know how much of the shine and sparkle is going to pick up on camera. I don't know if I move it up a little bit, if that helps. I'm not sure. But yeah, so we worked on this one together, and for this one I based it with my Ohuhu alcohol markers, and then I also used my Staedtler dual-ended markers, and I used those to sort of do the feathering effect here on the lion's mane and on Dorothy's hair, and for the stippling technique on the trees and down here on the foliage, and to sort of do some darker outlines in places as well. So they worked really, really well on this page. I used a uni paint marker. I used the gold and silver. The gold is for lion's crown, and then I used the silver on the Tin Man. I used Artistro glitter markers. That was to go over the bricks on the yellow brick road, so they're kind of shiny. And I used the green up here for the Emerald City. And then I used super golden markers for the roof on that one. Black jelly roll glaze on the Tin Man's, sort of like on the, I don't know what these are called, like the bolts, and on Lion's nose. Jelly roll metallic for this little bit on his crown. And then I used stickles in the colour cranberry just to sort of make these poppies back here sort of look sparkly and magical. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and because Connor is visiting at the moment, it's been really nice to actually sit and be able to colour together in person. So yeah, we both sat at the desk the other night and worked on this, and it was a lot of fun. And I do like how it turned out. I'm not keen on my Tin Man. I think my favourite thing about the page is probably the lion's mane, and just the poppies. I kind of they were just plain, just based with alcohol marker, and went around with a slightly darker red. So that's my favourite elements of the page. So that was that one. We also worked in 50 dessert themed miniatures by Camellia Angel Cover, and we completed this one of the llama. And this was a buddy colour with Connor and my youngest daughter Emmy. So I used Ohuhu alcohol markers on this one, my Prismacolor pencils just for a little bit of shading here on the llama and the background, which I added in with a compass. And then I used a variety of gel pens. So I've got a red sort of glitter gel pen here. I think that was the Link Shine, Jelly Roll White, Jelly Roll Metallic, and Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic as well. So that was, yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one, and I do like how it turned out. There was a while where I was like, oh, I don't know about this, but yeah, I do like how that one's turned out, and we're making really good progress in this book actually. Yeah, we've got quite a few pages done in here now, so it's nice to see this book slowly filling up. Okay. Then I worked in Glam Noir by Carla Magana, and this is the Facebook group Buddy Colour book. And I completed this one. This should have been the page for August, and I didn't get it done, so I completed it in September. And I took my colour inspiration from the front cover, and I really like how she turned out. So let's have a look. Okay, so in this one I used my Ohuhu markers, black Jelly Roll glaze on quite a bit of the page actually. It's on her outfit, her shoes, the top of her stockings and her hat. And then these black stars I've added in the background. I don't know if you can see that there. I used white and pastel Jelly Roll Moonlights. The white just to add a little bit of highlight here in her eyes and some dots in the background. And then the pastel is this really beautiful sort of lilac-y purple colour here, which I think looks really pretty. I used the Uni Paint marker in metallic gold for the majority of her jewellery, and then to add some scribbles here. I used metallic Posca. It's the green here on the foliage, this sort of turquoisey green colour, if you can see that. And then some glitter gel pens, and Uniball Signal for her silver jewellery there. I think it was Link Shine for the rings there. I don't know if it's going to pick up very well, but yeah, I do like how that one turned out. I didn't get round to our September page, which was this one. I don't know, I'm kind of just not really feeling it at the moment, to be honest, so maybe I'll come back to it in October. But yeah, for October, obviously that month we do the hashtag Carloween, so I will be colouring in a lot of my Carla Morgana books this month, which I'm really excited about. So I will leave all the details in the description for you, along with links to Carla's channel, and also anyone else who I mention with a YouTube channel. I will add their details in the description for you as well. And then I completed a whip from Stardust Space Lust, again by Carla, and it was this page here. Previously, when I was working on the page ages ago, I had started shading her hair with Prismacolors, but my hands have been quite sore lately, so I didn't feel up to being able to do that and get it finished. So I just went in with a green Jelly Roll Moonlight and just sort of had some fun on this side of her hair. So this goes for my hashtag of Whipping the Whips 2025, and also hashtag CYH September 2025, which is hosted by Lavella and T. Because although this is my second copy of the book, this is the first page that I've completed in this copy. So let's just see. Did I not write this one down? I didn't write this one down, so it looks like I completed 14 pages instead of 13. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. So she was based with alcohol markers, and then, as I said, I had previously gone in with Prismacolor pencils, and then this I think was a super golden marker for the moon in the background. As you can see, I've added a variety of different stickers and embellishments and things there on the background. I've used some Jelly Roll Metallic in her hair, along with the Jelly Roll Moonlight. And then I've gone in with the Uniball Signo Metallic Gold and Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic. So that is how she turned out. And then I also worked in Luni Soleil by Carla. I completed this one. So this was based with Ohuhu alcohol markers, and then I have added some Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic. That was for the gold here on some of the stars and her earrings and her eyes. I'll just bring that up a little bit closer. This also goes for the hashtag Spacetember 2025, which was hosted by the lovely Soraya Colours. I used my uni paint marker in gold just for a few little bits here and to write Spacetember 2025 there. I used Uniball Signo in a few areas. I used the Uniball Signo Angel colour to add this really lovely sort of blue monochrome highlight in her hair, which I just think looks really effective. I do really like how that looks. A Jelly Roll White to add some sparkles. Jelly Roll Metallic for some of the purple detailing here. Jelly Roll Moonlight, so that was the fluorescent yellow that I've sort of put around the edge. But on this darker pink here, it's kind of gone like an orangey, peachy colour. I think that looks really fun. And a black Jelly Roll glaze. So it's got all different things on it, but really effective. And then I put a Tim Holtz sticker up here, and it just says, people who tolerate me on a daily basis, they're the real heroes. Love that one. I did have this one flagged, but I didn't quite get to it, so I might move that one up there and try and get her done for Halloween. Yeah, I love that. It's so fun. Okay, then I completed my first page in Cozy Hawaii by the team at Jade Summer, and this is illustrated by Candice Janney. This was a gift from my beautiful best friend Penny, and like I said, I've completed my first page. So this goes for Colour Your Hoard, hosted by Lavella and T, and it's this one here. And as you can see, I've tried practicing my light effect, just sort of putting an outline of yellow where I think the light from these torches would hit. I don't know how successful it was. I think it looks all right. It's not too bad. So yeah, I based this with Ohuhu alcohol markers, and then I've used my Jelly Roll Moonlight, Jelly Roll White to add some stars here in the background, Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, that was on these orange bits here on the stamens in the flowers, if you can see that. Black Jelly Roll glaze for her nose and her toe beans, and then Crayola twistable crayons, and Jelly Roll Metallic as well for the red of the flames in the centre. So this was so much fun, really cute page to work on, and I'm kind of tempted to just work through this book in order. Yeah, it's really cute. Love these books, and I've got my eye on the Cozy Japan, Cozy Europe. There's another one as well, I can't think. But yeah, really cute. So I'd quite like to work in that one again soon before I put it back on the shelf. Okay, the next one is Petit Poupée, Coloriage Mystère by Hatchet Little Heroes, and I completed this one of Tinkerbell, and this was for my beautiful friend Sophie over at Sophie's Colouring Journey. It is for her hashtag SCJ Disney Through the Decades, and in September the film was Peter Pan, and so yeah, I coloured Tinkerbell. So for this one, let me see. Okay, yeah, so for this one I used my Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler dual-ended markers. And then I also went in with some Artex Simtap markers in a few areas. My Languo gel pens, which work beautifully on these pages, and of course my black Arteza acrylic paint pen, and Jelly Roll White, just to tidy up a few of the edges. So yeah, really simple page, but it turned out so cute. So I've got a few done in here now, I think. Is it just that one and Mulan, I think? Yeah, that was the other one that I had done. So as you can see, they just turn out so adorable. I really like that one. Okay, then we have Moonlight Mischief by RJ Hampson. And this was a buddy colour with my gorgeous friend Jamie from Finding Joy in Colour. And this was supposed to be a buddy colour for August, but I didn't get it finished in time, so I carried it over to September. And this was for Jamie's hashtag Wild Year of Colour. So on this one I used I used Crayola Super Tips, my Bic Intensity markers. I used black acrylic paint pens by both Arteza and Artex. And I don't know what possessed me to paint out the background in black when our second set of images has the background in black already. I just brain fart. I also used my Staedtler Tri-Plus fine liners, my Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils, which I just think they work so well on Amazon paper. So I did use those on here. A white Posca pen to add some dots in the background. I also used some of my Black Widow pencils. I used a black Jelly Roll glaze for the sort of like the claws on the owls, if you can see. If you can see where it's shiny. I used Jelly Roll Metallic, just sort of here on this owl and on this one. I used my Woomer pencils to shade the leaves, Languo gel pen to outline the leaves in this really lovely green. So yeah, and then even after using the two different sets of paint pens on the background, it was still really streaky. The background gave me a lot of trouble, so I ended up going in with this one, the Crawford and Black acrylic paint, which I have had for quite a few years, and this is from the wax. So I used that on the background, but yeah, you can see I really sort of put the paper through its paces. But it's handled, you know, it's handled it pretty well. It hasn't done too bad at all. So yeah, thank you so much, Jamie, for buddy colouring this one with me. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what sort of pen, gold pen this was. It's supposed to be a gold metallic, but as you can see, it's not very metallic at all, but that's okay. So that is that one. Then I completed my first page in Gartenglück by Ursula Schwab. And this book was a gift from my partner Connor quite a few years ago now. And yeah, I finally got my first page done in here. And it was this one. So it looks quite simple, nothing too fussy or fancy, but I had so much fun colouring that. I really enjoyed it. So as you can see, I used some of my Ohuhu alcohol markers to base a few things on the page. I did sort of add this line here just to give me a neat border. I then went in with Crayola Super Tips and Staedtler dual ended markers, which worked beautifully on this paper. I used my Languo gel pens, super golden markers. I don't know if you can see, if I just move the page and sort of shift it a little bit, hopefully the super golden will catch the light. It's this really beautiful sort of coppery colour around the edges and on these leaves up here, just sort of around the edges. There you go, hopefully you can see that. And I've used pencils on here as well, but I cannot remember which. I've got a funny feeling it might have been my Prismacolors, because I did have those pulled out at the time. And then I used an Artistro glitter pen for the green like stalk bits on here. So yeah, I really like how that one turned out. I wasn't too sure about going over all the lines on this toadstool down here, but it's done now, you know, it's fine. But yeah, really, really beautiful book, and I definitely want to come back and work in here again, because I really enjoyed that page and it was so relaxing. So just put that bit of protective paper back on top. Okay, 3 books left, not long. So we've got Disney Coloriage Magique Mystère. This is by Hachette Jeunesse. So I completed this page of Stitch. This was using my oh my goodness, my Crayola Super Tips on this one, and Staedtler dual ended markers. I've used a metallic jelly roll here for his nose, and Arteza black acrylic paint pen for his eyes, eyebrows, inside his mouth, his toe beans and his claws. A Uniball Signo metallic gold, and a Languo gel pen for his teeth. And this one goes for hashtag Spacetember 2025, because of course Stitch is an alien. And then I also did this page here of Tinkerbell for Sophie's hashtag SCJ Disney Through the Decades, and this was with Crayola Super Tips, this one, and white gel pen, which I used just to go around the outline of some of the stars and just also tidy up in a few areas as well. So yeah, really, really cute. So there is that one. Then I worked in Disney Saison Coloriage Mystère by Hachette Heroes, and this is a project book with Sophie. And September we were doing, if I can find it, this one. We were doing this page here of Tinkerbell, and like I said, that is for her hashtag of Disney Through the Decades. I really like how she turned out. I used a variety of my Artex acrylic paint markers on here. I think it was the Simtap markers. My Crayola Super Tips, Staedtler dual ended, Languo gel pen for some of the outline in places, and a white jelly roll just to tidy up some of these stars on the page as well. So yeah, I like how that one turned out, and yeah, we're making pretty good progress in this book. So again, this is another one that is really nice to see filling up with colour. And then last but by no means least, I have Mythographic Mythical Beasts by Veronica Kalinska. And this is the first time I have ever started and completed a mythographic page in the same month. So I'm really, really happy. And the page that I completed was this one. And I did work on it on camera with you guys in a few videos. And I'm really pleased with the outcome on this one. Really happy. So on this one, I used my Derwent Inktense pencils to base a lot of it. I used my Caran d'Ache Pablo pencils and my Prismacolors. I used a black Arteza acrylic paint marker for the black sort of here in the background. I used my Uni paint marker in gold and silver. I used Posca pen on here as well. Handmade watercolour, which is this really beautiful shiny colour here in the background, and that is in the colour Castor by Kaylee over at Archie's Paints on Etsy, so I will link Kaylee's shop in the description for you. I used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic, Languo gel pen to add again a monochrome highlight on our bear here in the centre. And I followed a tutorial by the lovely Anne at Pretty Pages 71 on how to colour honey, and I found that so helpful. So yeah, I really enjoyed this page, and I'm so excited to have my first one done. And this washi tape, I just feel like it pulled in the colours from here beautifully, and that washi tape was from Shein. I've had for quite a while now. So yeah, really pleased with it. I love how the honey turned out. So I'm really grateful to Anne for for that tutorial on how to do that. So no doubt I will be referencing that video again in the future. And this one was for #Spacetember 2025. So that is it, my loves. That is all of my completed pages for September. I really appreciate you joining me for this video. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever it is you are up to. Take care, stay safe, my loves, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.